Hey everybody, today I want to talk about why every artist should be keeping a sketchbook. I also wanted to remind you that I have a new course. Of course it is about sketchbooks. It's called the Ultimate Sketchbook Guide, and I will teach you everything you need to know about actually finishing a sketchbook and actually filling it and having fun with that as well. So if you've ever struggled with completely finishing a sketchbook or just with enjoying the artistic process, then this course is for you. It's gonna be 50% off, so €20 instead of 40 until June 8th. That's the early bird offer. So if you want to make sure that you get the early bird offer, check it out right away. If you're watching this video after that, there will still be a link to the course in the description box below. So make sure you check out the course and let's get started with the video. Let me start this video with a little story. You can see here that I'm trying to sketch my cats wearing different types of swimming gear. I have to admit that the last few weeks have been pretty hard for me. I was dealing with grief, then I was sick, and all of the continuous bad news in the world also took a toll on me. So my girlfriend and I have started this little tradition where we list things that make us happy when we feel down. It's not a matter of toxic positivity. We're not trying to not feel the bad things, but just sometimes you're overwhelmed and you need to remind yourself that there's good things in the world. So we kind of started that. And a few days ago, we went to the public pool and then we started to list fun things again. And we thought about how fun it would be to bring our cats. I mean, only in theory, of course, because they'd be miserable there. They're scared of strangers. They're scared of water. So it would not be a good idea to take them somewhere to swim. But nonetheless, it would be really, really cute. Because we could dress them and give them shower hats, swimming goggles, all kinds of swimming gear, like the ones for children, and a little vest, some slippers, and of course they'd need sunscreen. Like we were really imagining our cats there at the pool or at the beach, and it really cheered me up, to be honest. So back to the beginning of this story, to the moment where I felt so sad and hopeless. I remembered the concept of our cats at the pool and thought I could cheer myself up and paint that. So I opened my sketchbook, the best place for silly ideas like that, and I felt better. Sometimes we just need to feel better for a little while, even if it doesn't solve any problems in the world. Sometimes we just need that space and that little bit of normalcy and that little bit of escape. A sketchbook can be whatever you want or need it to be. It can be a dumping ground for your ideas or a collection of finished paintings. You can do what you want with it. Collage, paint, glue things in, or rip things out. You can also use it as a journal, like I've done in the past before. Every artist needs a sketchbook because it helps you not go insane in a crazy world. It is a safe space where every idea is valid. You can take it with you and have a piece of home everywhere you go. A sketchbook doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, the flaws make it so awesome. It can inspire and motivate you to create even when you don't feel like it. And if all you do is paint blobs, that's fine too. One day you'll flip through the book with joy and nostalgia because you see what you've created. Honestly, I feel like sketchbooks really help me not to be too precious about my art. It's just a sketchbook, right? So it doesn't have to be a perfect masterpiece. And sometimes it turns out really good and I'm really happy with what I've created. But most of the time I can see little flaws here and there in every little painting. And I feel like that's probably true for every artist. You can always see the flaws in your paintings because you took so much time with them and you looked at them for so many hours. And you look at the painting through the lens of what could I improve? How could I make it better? What's still missing? All throughout the painting process. So of course, once you're done, there's often gonna be something that you feel like this could have been better, because you looked at it through this lens for a while. But honestly, I feel like as soon as something is in a sketchbook, this is so much better because I don't have the pressure of having something that needs to hang on the wall, that needs to be perfect. I can just doodle in there and it's okay, because once I'm done, I will flip through the next page and I will create the next thing. So if you are a perfectionist and you really want everything to look amazing, like most artists, this can be a really good tool for you. But it can be really hard to overcome that perfectionism in a sketchbook, because it might be the case that you want every page to be perfect. You want every page to look cool and good, but you might not reach that. So this is why in my new course, I'm focusing a lot on mindset as well. I'm giving you specific ideas for your sketchbook and specific inspiration, talk about products, all those things. But I also made it a point that mindset is a part of the course, a very integral part. And I talk about how I overcame all of that perfectionism, how I got into a mindset where I can actually fill my sketchbook without letting the perfectionism stop me, without letting the lack of motivation stop me, because I often don't feel like creating or painting, but I do it anyways. I mean, of course, now that this is my full-time job, I kind of have to do it anyways, but this used to be my hobby for the longest time, and I still did it consistently. So I know that it is possible to do this, and I know it from all of my other hobbies. Sometimes they get hard, and you really don't want to quit, even though continuing on is the last thing you want to do. I know, for example, with my taekwondo and exercise in general, most of the time I don't want to go there. I really, really do not want to go there. But when I'm there, or at least afterwards when I come home, I'm so happy that I went. I'm so proud of all the things that I can do and learned. Sometimes the training is really fun and I get motivated throughout it. Sometimes it's really exhausting and I'm not that motivated and I'm happy when it's over. But that's okay too, and it can be the same with art. It doesn't have to feel amazing all the time, but if you keep going, you will have a lot of these moments where it does feel amazing. So today, now when I look back and flip through my old sketchbooks, I'm so happy that I started this habit. I don't put every single art piece that I create into my sketchbook. Sometimes I do create finished art pieces outside of my sketchbook, but I know that without a sketchbook, I would have never gotten the confidence to do that. In a way, it has really helped me to let go of the pressure and actually do something. And then when I had the confidence that I can do finished art paintings, then I could move on to the fancy watercolor paper and create some really finished paintings there. And also, if I create something on a loose piece of paper and I'm not completely happy with it and I don't really want to hang it on the wall, I might just glue it in a sketchbook because I know it's gonna be there. I'm not gonna get rid of it. I can look at it later. I have it stored somewhere. And most of the time, I don't know what it is with the magic of sketchbooks, but when I glue an art piece into a sketchbook, it looks so much better to me. And I can't be the only one who experiences that. So whatever you want to use your sketchbook for is completely fine. If you just want to do loose sketches in there, that's okay. If you want to do ugly stuff in there, that's okay too. If you want to have like a beautiful landscape painting on every page, that's okay too. Doesn't matter how you use your sketchbook, doesn't matter if you write in it or not, doesn't matter if you glue stuff in it or not. The important thing, I think, is to somehow document your life and to put everything in one place where you know that you later on can go through, have all of those memories. You can see all of your growth that happened in the sketchbooks, and you have a place to go to create art. You have this safe space where you can be yourself. I think this is so important in the world right now, that we have these spaces where we can go and just let go of all of the pressure, not think about all of the things that would usually go on in our heads, and just create something that makes you happy. It doesn't matter if it is an illustration or something like the cats that I did on the left side of this sketchbook, or if it is just very simple raindrops like I did on the right side. If it cheers you up, if it helps you, and if it distracts you from the world for a little bit, that's the goal and you've reached it. So if you'd like to embark on this journey of filling a sketchbook or want some more inspiration to continue with your sketchbook, I highly recommend checking out my new course about sketchbooks. It is, of course, linked in the description box below. I'd love to see you on there. I really hope that you're having a nice day and that you enjoyed this video. And if you did so, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you again next time. Goodbye!